Almost done.
Yeah, I'm just drinking.
All right. What is going on, everybody? Just getting started here. A little frustrated, a little upset because my list is not done of how I wanted to do it, but we're going to do it anyway. But anyways, guys, frustrated because I get in here and my shit's messed with. My stuff got changed. Don't know how, but it did. So luckily we got our stuff back. Don't know if it's the right color of how I have everything, which it's not, but it is what it is. But anyways, guys, let's get into this. Sorry, everyone. Today has just been a ridiculous day. I don't understand it. Everyone wants to be doing shit right as I'm doing this, and I wait till the last possible minute to start doing my stuff just because it's been a long ass day. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night dealing with the baby, and that I'm not blaming my son. I'm just saying I didn't get a lot of sleep. It is what it is. I don't give a shit. But today, I'm gonna somewhat do a 32 quarterback ranking, which I have all my numbers. Everything is done, right? I have hold on, I'm trying to get the video that I need so that way. Okay, here it is. Let me see. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go toe to toe with the Birds of Broad Street intro. That's what we're gonna do. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get this to where everything can be shared. We can get this. It's been ridiculous. My wife decides to come down at the last minute to start washing bottles. I mean, it is what it is. It's whatever. It's been a crazy, weird ass day. We wanted to go get our son's birth certificate. Today. We went down there and holy shit, it's worse than the DMV. So we said, fuck it. We're coming back. Got to come back next week because tomorrow he has a doctor's appointment. Friday, my dog has his grooming appointment at 8:20, and so yeah, we're gonna get the birth certificate at the end, probably Monday. But anyways, let's get to the comments, and then we will get into this because yeah, your list. I mean, this list is going to be very surprising to some people. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all probably aren't gonna like it. And call it a joke, but hey, these are the numbers, right? These are the numbers. I'm not going to argue, and I'm not going to be doing what a lot of people do, speculating on what can happen next year. I'm going based solely off of what has been done as of last season. Now, things were a little bit confusing, looking at all these numbers. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this shit that I, wrote out, trying to, do all this stuff. I even forgot where the hell. Now I'm missing a page. There it is. I almost freaked out. But see, like I had so much stuff written out. And this is, look, guys, the way I did this, just so you know my parameters, I even forgot Lamar Jackson. I was going through all of them. I even forgot Lamar Jackson. But the way I'm doing this, guys, the way I did this is I went off of games played, right? Just so we can be fair. Games played. I took into account completion percentage, touchdowns, interceptions, yards, and then attempts. How many, not completions, but attempts. And to get 32 quarterbacks, right, on the same level, I actually had to combine 3 quarterbacks in one, and they are called the New Orleans Saints because I think they had Jameis Winston play 6 games, who only had I want to say 100 and something, 100 and something attempts. They had Trevor Siemian, who only had 100 and something attempts, and then they had someone else, I forget, who had 100 and something attempts. So I had to combine all 3 just to get them there. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, guys, even though they were ranked 10th in touchdowns combined, they're probably gonna get the nod as the worst quarterback tandem in the NFL at number 32. I'm just going to give you a heads up right now. But let's get into these comments. Bring back EC1. We will at a later date. Maybe Saturday we'll have them on. I'm not sure. Michael the GOAT. Rush Micah up the middle. And Fro M from the edge 80% of the time. What up, Coach Dante? How's it going? Thank you for dropping in. Yes, we're about to get this going. What's up, South Tex? Appreciate you for stopping by. Look, guys, I know this was supposed to happen yesterday, but a thunderstorm decided to happen and just knock out all the power in my house from about 5 o'clock, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, all the way till about 9:15 Central Time. I was without power for about 4 hours. Luckily, went to my parents' house, was able to chill there for a few hours. And then one of my neighbors, actually went to high school with her. She's actually 2 years younger than me. It was crazy when she moved. It was funny when she moved in because I did not expect her to be moving in. So when I saw her move in, I was like, what up? She played soccer. I played baseball, but, she's a friend. So she let me know. Anyway. Yes, Coach Dante, we're about to get this because this is going to be a very good 32 quarterback ranking. We're going to go head-to-head with the Birds of Broad Street because I found what they had a little funny to me. A little funny. Even I'm going to be surprised with where I rank some of these quarterbacks. I'm just letting you know that. Guys that I think are not in the top wherever I think they are, wherever I think they are, they're probably going to be ranked higher. Because, again, this is based on numbers alone, not and this is based off pure quarterback position because I get it. The quarterback position is evolving into a dual threat type of deal. And let's be honest, you can't rate all the guys on the same level that way. You can't. So you have to do it from a pure quarterback position, standing back in the pocket, throwing the ball. Because you have guys like Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, what's his name? I would say Tua, because he runs. Justin Fields, Trey Lance when he does play. And Trey Lance is actually not on this list at all because it was Jimmy that got actually the nod to play most of the season. I'm forgetting someone. Lamar Jackson. You can't rate those guys on the same level as a pure passer. Okay, you can't. I mean, if you look at Jalen Hurts and have his rushing yard combined with his passing attempts and then put in those 2 touchdowns, I mean, the kid is still average. So we're doing this based off of just pure quarterback standing in the pocket throwing. And y'all are going to be surprised at where some of these guys are I'm going to have ranked. Now, I didn't get to do the full scope of it like I wanted to. I started doing everything about an hour and a half ago. And when I was doing the completion percentage, I had a bunch of ties. And I was looking at how they did ties, if I'm supposed to skip numbers. and all that stuff, and it threw me off. So I actually was missing a quarterback. So it took me about 30 minutes to find where I was missing, and even still, I somehow ended up a quarterback short. Touchdowns was I went through pretty quick. Interceptions, I was in the middle of it when we started this. So, and then I had attempts. So, I mean, there's not much. And what I was going to do was add up each slot of where they were and then divide it by 4. And then that was going to get my number of where they ranked. But now I'm going to, no, Lamar is not average. That's not what I said. So that's where, yeah. But anyway. What is up, Cowboys fan 992? What is up? Okay, hold on, guys. One of the dogs wants to come in. Let's go to son of a bitch, man. Like, I can never click where I need to click. Be right back.
Stay here. Jamie, turn down that damn music. Christ, I can't hear a thing. Come on, Jamie.
Turn that shit off, motherfucker! I was getting changed, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit on TV. I don't want motherfuckers seeing me getting changed, you know what I'm saying?
off, he's pulling his goal.
I
Fucking care. What the fuck are you doing, J-Rock?
was getting changed, motherfucker!
Change my ass, you're fucking
You
cranking
knocking motherfuckers!
That was fucked.
That was a bit fucked.
It wasn't that fucked, you know what I'm saying? I was getting changed. What's going on?
Listen, man, I got some good news for you. Get cleaned up, meet me back at the flea market.
Aight. Peace, bub.
Don't touch me.
You motherfuckers ain't gonna tell nobody that I was getting changed, right?
Christ, no.
I figured why my shit was not bright. I couldn't remember. Or not remember, I didn't notice that my stuff wasn't plugged in. I don't know how it plugged in, but anyway. So we're gonna get into this list here. And again, this is my list. This is my opinion, so just bear with me. Y'all got comments. I know y'all do, so it is what it is. I know we talking football, but as a fellow Spurs fan, DJ was traded to the Hawks, full-blown tank mode. South Tex, we are rebuilding. The Spurs won this trade. This is what I wish the Cowboys would do. This is what I wish the Cowboys would do. We got the Spurs traded to DJ for 3 first-round picks. Next year, we got next year's Charlotte pick, which could be a lottery pick, right? Could be the 2025 first-round pick of the Hawks, and then the 27 pick of the Hawks, and then I think it's the 2026 swap pick. So we and then Bellinger, or not Bellinger, I forget what his name is, but we won that trade. We were gonna have to re-sign Murray to a huge contract. And it's not like he's a Tim Duncan or a Manu. Well, not even a Manu. I'm not even going to mention Manu or Tony Parker. But it's not like he's a Kawhi Leonard. It's not like he's a David Robinson or a Tim Duncan where they command everything, full attention, just lights out superstars. And I'm talking about when Kawhi was in San Antonio. I get it. He had Tim Duncan, but he also did lead the Spurs by himself to a couple of playoff runs when he was here after Tim Duncan left. So, yes, I mean, I think that the Spurs won this trade big time. What is up, Speedy Eagle? How's it going? Glad you're okay, Boyz4Life. That thunderstorm was probably crazy. It wasn't as bad. I like thunderstorms, but the power went off, and then it came back on for like 20 seconds. And then it hit even louder, and you saw the lightning just light up the entire sky with my dark out blinds. And I saw my room light up, and the thunder was loud. It shook the house. It shook everyone's house. I got a fly flying around. These flies that come into my house, it pisses me off. Anyway. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. What is going on? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I don't have Trey Lance. Good. Lamar's average. No. Never said Lamar was average whatsoever. Let me see. I know, bro. It's a good haul-in. It's going to hurt to watch next year. Top 5 pick, though. Yeah, man. I'm not worried about it this year. And here's the thing, man. We got 3 first-round picks this year. And I get it. A couple of them were probably projects. But still, the Spurs know how to develop players. That's what they do. They know how to develop players. And I'm excited to see what's going on. Even though I really don't pay attention to basketball anymore, ever since Tim Duncan, Manu, and Parker, and even Kawhi, once he kind of left, I just stopped really paying. Actually, when they went into that bubble and they started wearing stupid fucking names in the back, right, where they started wearing dumb shit on the back of their jerseys, and they wanted to be very political when, people don't want political stuff inside sports. We escape sports is a way to escape the real world for a few hours, and then when you want to do political statements, it just it's not for me. So I kind of just stopped watching basketball at that point. But anyways, what's up, Big Play Slay? How's it going? What's up? How's it going? What's up, everyone in the chat? All right, guys. Look, before we get started, guys, because we're about to get started right here, please hit that like button. Please, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe. Hit the bell so that way you're notified every time I go live or when I do a video. I have yet to do the bet video that me and EC1 made. Now, that is going to come. I just haven't had time. Just had so much going on. My sleep is starting to be off. Even when I first had the baby, it wasn't that bad. But now, come 5:30 when he's awake and we got to feed him. And after I feed him and put to bed, I just don't go to sleep. And I am straight tired. But anyway, guys, we are going to get into this. Let's go.
As the name of the intro, salute to K in the building.
Yes. I am finally doing my video, Mitch. I'm finally doing my list.
Welcome to episode 46 of the Birds of Broad Street.
Now my list here is not where I want it to be. I'm going to have to do a revised list after this, where I just do a live by myself, just doing this. But we're going to compare what they have to what I got. So, so we're going to do this right now.
31 will be here soon. He'll be in and up because he got to work. But I am your boy, Mizzy Miz, Coop Cat Kind YouTube representing the Bizzers. Hope y'all like the new intro. We got one Trigger Trey Rock in the building, the one half of Birds of the Line, the Aftermath, OTR1 Trigger Trey Rizak.
Let's get it. We got Yoshi gang back. This is about to be fire.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
You go.
One. So at 32 for me.
All right, let's get this started. So this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna listen to every person that they pick, and then I'm going to do my selection.
I got Zach Wilson. Notion, what quarterback you have at 32?
Well, I mean, if we look in again last year alone, I can't sit here and look. Zach Wilson, I know he's a young pup, so I ain't gonna sit here and put him on the lowest point of this whole thing. I gotta put somebody in there. I mean, Cam Newton did play last year. I'm throwing Cam up in there. I mean, I don't think, just from what we saw from Cam, that wasn't the expectations that I was, accustomed to seeing from Cam. So I'm putting him as the sorriest quarterback play of last year that I saw. Between him and Daniel Jones, I'm going to give it to Cam Newton slightly over Jones right now because Jones was injured. So it is what it is. I'm going to give Cam the sorriest QB in the league.
So I don't have Cam Newton on my list. I think Cam Newton played like 6 games. I did the majority of who had the most games played on Carolina, and for me, it was Sam Darnold. So I got Sam Darnold instead of Cam Newton.
Last year, I'm giving it to Cam.
So Notion has Cam Newton on the list. Okay. Trigger, where do you have your 32?
I mean, It was a few ways I could go in it, but I gotta give it to Zach Wilson too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
We seen.
All right, so they got their guys. I've been even paying attention to what they said. I know Zach Wilson, the Cam Newton, and I think it was Zach Wilson also. What I have at my number 32 is going to be, like I told you, when it comes to the Saints, I had a minimum requirement of 250 attempts, and no one on the Saints even touched 250. I think the highest guy was Trevor Siemian at like 188 attempts. So I had to take all three quarterbacks that played multiple games, started multiple games, and do an average. Well, we look at their average, right, for all three Saints quarterbacks, they had a 58.2 completion rating, which is the bottom of the barrel, right? That's ranked number 32, right? If you combined all three. I mean, even if you do individual, it's still kind of bad. They had 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 3,300 yards. 3,302 is what they had to be exact, and 483 attempts. I think you have Jalen Hurts at 432 with 50 less attempts, but 200 less yards. So for me, 32 is going to be the Saints quarterback core. That's what it's going to be.
Seen flashes out of Zach, but everything else was really bad for real. We seen flashes out of Zach, but everything else.
Again, I ain't gonna sit here and say that Zach Wilson, again, I still think the kid is young. He's still learning to develop. I'm kind of with Trigger here. Listen, he was on the Jets. Can't really say that's the most talented team. But
Hold on.
Next, I'm gonna throw Zach in there.
I got Zach Wilson, and one Trigger Trey Rock got Zach Wilson. At 38 for me, at 31 for me, I got Trevor Lawrence. What did you say, Nelson?
Next, I'm gonna throw Zach in there in my 31. That's who's next on my list. Again, I ain't gonna sit here and say that Zach Wilson, again, I still think the kid is young. He's still learning to develop. I'm kind of with Trigger here. Listen, he was on the Jets. Can't really say that's the most talented team, but he was still sorry as far as quarterback play, in my opinion. So
what's up, AK Podcast? Hey man, I appreciate you for being understanding.
Yep, Trigger.
Hopefully tomorrow we can do this.
Right,
I know we need to get it done. I just want to apologize. Just circumstances, man.
For me, I'm gonna go tell Heineke because he started the majority of the season for Washington. He had his ups and downs, but
well, it may be flawed, but you know what? That is my criteria, and I'm doing it. Like I said, I'm doing it based off completion percentage, touchdowns, interception, yards, and attempts. I'm doing it based off of just numbers alone, not projections, not anything else, not the type of play. I mean, yeah, it is flawed because if you want to be honest, we can look at Jalen Hurts and look at his garbage time stats that he had his first few games where they were getting blown out, or in games they did get blown out, and then he had at the end of the game had high like the Cowboys, for instance. I think he had 150 yards going into the fourth quarter, and he ended up throwing like for another 100 and almost 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I mean, yeah, it's flawed, but what isn't flawed? I don't know if there's an actual correct way, a perfect way to decipher all of this. Who is pushing players for getting injured? Oh, punishing players for getting injured? No, I'm not punishing anyone for getting injured. I have a total of attempts at 250 attempts dropping back and throwing the ball, and no one on the Saints touched 250 attempts at all. If you want to look at a scope of 6 games for Jameis Winston and then put him in a top 15, I don't think that that's even feasible. I don't even think how that's even how anyone can even do that. So I had to have a cutoff at attempts. So if I wanted to do 32 quarterbacks or have each quarterback from each team, I had to combine the 3 quarterbacks from the Saints just to get an accurate, just so everything can be on the same level. Let me see here. What is up? Thank you, ECG. What is up, EC? What? Cam over DJ? What? Cam Newton is trash right now. Yeah, Cam Newton didn't even make my list, to be honest with you. Yeah, I didn't. So you're punishing. No, East Coast Gridiron. I got a separate video for the backups coming out 1 through 10, kind of like how you did it with the short. I'll credit you on that, and I just put my starting quarterback list on Twitter. That criteria is kind of flawed. Yo, what's good? No need to apologize, brother. You good? Yeah, man. We need to do this, man. I do apologize. I do apologize because I hate putting this off, but it just sucks because I'm not in a routine. That thunderstorm that I did not expect to just take out all my power. It jacked a lot of things up. Cam Newton is 0. She read that comment. I don't know, man. I try to take everything in criteria, not just stats. I got that it's a stat-driven league, but stats are misleading, and you can take so much criteria. I understand that, but I don't watch every single game to know who had big plays, who didn't, and things of that nature. I don't watch all the games. I don't have that kind of time. So I got to go by stats and certain stats. So like I said, my criteria is you need to have 250 attempts to be on this list. Drop back and throw the ball. So that's why I have the Saints in total at 32 because their completion percentage, their touchdowns was top 10, in 29. Interceptions was top 10 with 11. Attempts, they had 483, but their completion percentage from all three was dead last. 58.2. But let's keep going with this video. And guys, I don't know how long we're going to do this because they have a whole hour and 30 minutes of this. And I didn't get that kind of time. So we'll probably do maybe half the list today and then probably do half the list tomorrow night after my live with AK.
Overall, it was more bad than good. So I'm going to tell the Heineke right there.
All right. Taylor Heineke is number 31 for Trucker. All right, number 30 for me, I got David Mills at number 30. Notion?
Let me check my list real quick. So we got number 30.
Yeah, we're at number 30. We're starting from the bottom
You got
up.
Mills at 30? I'm giving Mills a tad bit more credit. Let's go and put Daniel Stinking Jones at number 30 because, yeah, his play last year, again, and for the years that I've seen Daniel Jones play, he's been about in the 30s. So, yes, I'm going to put Daniel Jones. I'm going to give him that 30 award because, honestly, I think he's about to lose his job this year. So, it is what it is. Daniel Jones is on my he got my 30 award.
All right, Trigger.
All right, for me, that's going to be a little curveball. A lot of people like him more than I do. I'm gonna put Baker Mayfield right there at 30.
Ooh,
the disrespect. Mayfield gonna clip this, bro. He gonna holler at you. Hey, Trey.
go ahead and swing yourself, Trigger.
Nah, I put him there because this dude it was.
Okay, so they got their guys at number 31. For me, I got Zach Wilson sitting at 31. He played 13 games. He did get injured in the middle of the season. I'm sorry. The Saints did not have the almost dead last completion. Well, it was almost. They had 58 points. Zach Wilson had 55.6%, which I'm sorry, that was dead last. 9 touchdowns. You know what? Let's go ahead and switch that. Let's go ahead and Zach Wilson. Well, no, because Zach Wilson did get hurt. He did get hurt. He did have 11 interceptions. He had 2,334 yards on 383 attempts, which is why I put him above the Saints. Zach Wilson at number 31 for me.
Was in the perfect situation, man. Like he had He had a dope running game. I mean, defense was solid. And it's still, whenever they asked him to they had to depend on his arm. He couldn't get it done, like in no situation. So I'm a slot Baker Mayfield right there.
All right. So for Trigger, he got Cam. For Notion, he got Cam, Zach Williamson, and Daniel Jones. For Trigger, he got Zach Wilson, Taylor Heineke, and Baker Mayfield.
Actually, guys, what I'm going to end up doing here, at number 31 for me, I'm going to go Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold played 12 games last season with a 59.9% completion rating, only 9 touchdowns in the games he played with 13 interceptions. While although Zach Wilson had played 13 games, one extra game, he did have 9 touchdowns, but he also only had 11 interceptions. He had 200 less yards than Sam Darnold, while also having 383 attempts, and Sam Darnold had 406 attempts. So we're going to switch that up. Sam Darnold is going to be my number 31, and number 30 will be my Zach Wilson.
For me, I got this. At 29? I got the Seattle Seahawks QB. Who's their QB again?
Drew Lock.
Yeah, Drew Lock. I got Drew Lock at number 29. Notion.
Was this 29?
Yep, 29.
Yeah, I gotta go ahead and fall in line here. You already know Taylor Heineke. He bringing it up in here too. I give him slightly better than Daniel Jones. I'll give him that, but yeah, he's still in that top echelon of, not the best quarterback play. So I got to put Taylor Heineke at 29.
So for me, I'm not going to have Taylor Heineke at number 29, but these are the stats for Taylor Heineke. He had 65 completion, which was 18th in the league. He had 20 touchdowns, was 18th in the league. 15 touchdowns, which was tied for I forget what. I didn't finish a lot of this. But he did have, where am I at? He did have 3,400 yards on almost 500 attempts. So, but we're at 29. I'm trying to look to see who should I put at number 29. And I could put Daniel Jones there, but he did play 11 games. He only had 2,400 yards in those games. He did have 10 touchdowns. Like I said, you know what? Number 29 for me. Again, these are no projections. There's no projections here. All right, East Coast, you're out. Thank you for tuning in when you did. Yes, I understand this is a mess. This is only opinionated. That's what this is. That's what this is. There's a lot to take in there. Whether this man is backpedaling. Yes, I am backpedaling a little bit because, like I said, I'm trying to get this out, and I got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm trying to do this in a short period of time that I don't got time. It's very hard to juggle having, a newborn and trying to get everything that needs to be done while also trying to put out, go into that takes hours to look at, which I started doing it the other day, didn't have time to do it yesterday. And then I was so tired today, I wanted to do it around 5 o'clock my time. I ended up sleeping till about 7 o'clock, and I only had an hour between this. So, like I said, it's a little bit difficult, and it is a mess, but bear with me here. Now, I know you are out, so it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. I mean, I know you're the guy that knows everything about football, so it is what it is. So where are we at? Number 29. For me, number 29, where am I at? I got 30, 29. I am going to put Justin Fields at number 29 right now. Like I said, these are no projections, nothing like that. This is based off of the criteria I have from last year. Justin Fields played 12 games. He had a 58.9% completion rate, only 7 touchdowns, which was dead last in the NFL. He did have 10 interceptions, only almost 1,900 yards on 270 attempts. So he had the bare minimum. So, and I know it's not his fault, but still, based on numbers alone, and again, this is flawed. Justin Fields is going to be number 29 for me.
Right there.
All right. Taylor Heineke is up there. Trigger, who's 29 for you?
All right, 29. I got Cam. I got Cam Newton, man.
All
And it's crazy because I used to love Cam, man. I always thought he was the top 5, top 10 quarterback, but he washed now. I gotta put Cam there.
Laundry detergent. Yeah, Cam
Yeah,
is borderline
before we
wash. Y'all, it is what it
continue
is.
with the list, let's read some comments. What's up? K in the building.
We got Key in the building.
Key in the building. Salute to the intro. I'm proud of you. We love it. You got Baker, 29, Daniel Jones, 30, Heineke. Boyz4Life said Zach Wilson, Jalen Hurts. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah,
You
see,
said
I don't
emails,
have Drew
and you
Lock.
got Wilson.
I don't
at
have Drew Lock
32.
on here
Rock the artist
at
says,
all.
yeah. All right. So at where are we? 28. I got Sam Darnold at 28. Notion?
28?
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm gonna have to put Teddy B up there. I'm I gotta throw Teddy B up into probably 28. I got a couple quarterbacks, better than him, even though,
Teddy Bridgewater.
I ain't see it from Bridgie last year. So look, I gotta put him at
I
28.
feel like Bridgewater played good last year.
Bro, I mean, what would he look? I mean,
so you think Zach Wilson will be better than Hurts? What's your criteria? Well, look at the draft they had. Look at the draft that they had. I get it. You had a good draft as well, but look at the weapons that they got. Look at what they had. Look at what they have. Okay, Zach Wilson was a first-round draft pick. I think this year, with the weapons that they have, if that run game takes a step up, the passing game the wide receivers got better. I get it, they're rookies, but if they step up this year, Zach Wilson is going to have a great year this year, in my opinion.
he played decent, but again, I mean, when you look at just the overall other quarterbacks, I got some quarterbacks ahead of him. Like, I'm really mulling between here. I got Goff and my man Teddy B. And I'm gonna slightly give the edge to Goff. A slight bit. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with my guns on this. I'm going with gonna put my man's Teddy B over here for this. What is it, 28?
28.
Yeah, we're gonna give Teddy B to 28.
All right, Trigger, who you got at 28?
I got Sam Darnold too.
Yeah.
I feel like Sam Darnold, man. He just imploded last year. It was like he started off a little hot the first couple games, and then.
So for me, number 28, I got Trevor Lawrence at number 28. I got Trevor Lawrence here with a 59.6 completion rating, 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, 3,641 yards. That's how many yards he threw for last year. On 602 attempts. That is one of the top in the NFL. I mean, I think there's only maybe 10, if that, that threw more attempts than what he threw. So, there's a reason why he has 17 interceptions. There's a reason why he only had 12 touchdowns. His completion rate is so low because they didn't have a good that team just wasn't good last year. So, but for me, based off numbers, it's going to be 28 for me for Trevor Lawrence.
When people figured him out, he just turned back to the Jets, Sam Darnold. So, yeah, I got to put Sam Darnold right there.
Yeah.
He single-handedly killed Carolina's season, yo. Like, single-handedly.
They put a lot of stock in yeah, they did, though. Yeah, they did.
That was crazy.
Yep. Okay. Now, for 26, I had someone else on there, but then I switched it before we started the show. So at 26, I got Daniel Jones. I had him at 32 before we started the show, but after telling Trigger what the NFC East ranking is, which I'm gonna have to find out later, I got Daniel Jones at 26. I didn't want to, but Trigger convinced me, so I had it at him at 26. Daniel Jones. Notion, what you got? 26.
So 26. Again, I got some quarterbacks up in here. I'm gonna actually. Yeah, I'll go Darnold here. I'll put Darnold
Yeah,
here.
wait, no, who you got at 27? My bad. At
Is
20.
it 27? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go Darnold here because I'm gonna put Goff right behind him. So yeah, I got Darnold here. I'll give Darnold 27.
All right. Damn. No, Trigger, who you got at 27?
At 27,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to put Teddy Bridgewater at 27.
All right.
All right, so for me, 27, I got Daniel Jones. He played 11 games. He only had where is he at? He only had 2,428 yards on 361 attempts. He did have a 64.3% completion rate. That is, that was ranked number 22 in the NFL for the games he did play. So for me, 27 is going to be Daniel Jones.
Like he was slightly better than Sam Darnold, to be honest. He led his team to more wins. I mean, he always been a steady dude. I mean, I respect him. I don't know how they look at him around the league or like the fans, but I like Teddy Bridgewater game. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna stick him right there.
Yeah. Now I got Daniel Jones at 26. So who you got, Notion, at 26?
Oh yeah, gonna throw in Goff right there. 26, Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Goff stuff though, I mean, he actually, when you look at his statistics and all of that, I mean, but he had like the best completion percentage of his career last year.
But like Goff played good too. That's the crazy part. He's just on a trash team.
I guess you can call it that, man. But he's also been on a good team. He's been on the Rams, fell short. I don't want to hear it from this. He on a trash team now.
He took him to the Super Bowl though, Notion.
I mean, did he really take them to the Super Bowl? Did that defense?
He was the quarterback.
All right, so yeah, again, I ain't buying the Jared Goff hype. Y'all can go sell that somewhere else straight. But yeah, he gonna ride up in there. What is that? 26 for me? I'll give Goff that credit.
Yep. So yeah, that's 26. So right now, Notion got Cam, Zach Wilson, Daniel Jones, Taylor Heineke, Teddy B, Sam Darnold, and Jared Goff. Trigger, who you got at 26?
I'm gonna have to go Justin Fields here.
All right, so for me, number 26, I got Davis Mills. He only did play. He did start 11 games last year. He did play 20. He did play 13. He did have a 66.8% completion rate, which puts him at which there was a couple of guys so that puts him at tied for number 4. Oh no, yeah, he was 14 by himself. Yeah, I think no. There was a couple guys that were. He had 16 touchdowns, which there was a few guys who had 16 touchdowns, which ranks 24th in the NFL. He had, let me see, 10 interceptions, which is tied for 8th. He had 2,664 yards on almost 400 attempts. So for me, Davis Mills, in the short season that he had, because he didn't play a full season, he only started 11 games. For me, he's number 26, Davis Mills.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Justin Fields getting away from Matt Nagy is the best thing that probably ever could have happened in his career. So we're going to see how he worked next year. But, I mean, that offense was horrible last year. They could not sustain drives. They couldn't put it in the pond, nothing. So I'm going to have to go Justin Fields here.
Yep. So Trigger has Justin Fields at 26 and Goff at 26 for Notion game. At 25, I got Tua Tagovailoa at 25. So who you got, Notion?
25. Yeah, here's where stuff starts getting a little cluttered. I'm gonna go ahead and put Mills up here. I'm gonna put him at 25. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a little more. Yeah, I'm gonna put him at 25. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and put him at. I still need to see. I need to see how he do. Continue to do this year. But yeah, he I'm gonna give him a 25.
Yep. Trigger, who you got at 25?
Put him at 25.
Yep, he's at 25. Who you got, Trigger?
Same. I got Davis Mills at 25. I feel like he played solid. I mean, but how much could he really do with the Texans? I mean,
exactly.
So, I don't feel like he's a horrible quarterback. He could get better. And if they put some stuff around him, he probably can make a little bit of noise. So I'm gonna stick him right there at that number.
Trey Rock.
So what are they at number 25? Hold on. Hurts is better overall player than Wilson, and we have more talent than them. I understand we have to mesh, but but so do they, and they have a list of rookies. I understand that. I do understand that. But Zach Wilson was also taken in the first round. Jalen Hurts was taken in the second round as a reach. He wasn't even supposed to have the starting job, but Carson Wentz shit the bed. Last year, you can't compare the Jets to the Eagles. The Jets just had a straight god-awful team last year. God-awful team. Their O-line, everything was just bad. Receiver, everything was just bad. You saw Zach Wilson running for his life a lot of the times. The difference between Zach Wilson and Jalen Hurts was making one read and taking off to the left and rolling out and just running. So there's a difference there. So that's why I think this year that Zach Wilson will be better than Jalen Hurts, especially when you look at the number. I get it. Zach Wilson missed 4 games. He missed 4 games last year. Had 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and 23-34. And Jalen Hurts last year he missed 2 games because he didn't play one of them. Only had 3,144 yards while having 16 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. And then what also was a big factor is look at the completion of the attempts. Jalen Hurts had 432 attempts last year, while Zach Wilson had 383. They played 2 less games than each other, right? And Zach Wilson. Where's Jalen Hurts? Zach Wilson isn't off by much of completion of attempts. I agree. I got Daniel Jones 27, 26, Justin Fields. Most realistic Eagle fan here. What's up, Miss Bird Gang? Appreciate you for tuning in, stopping by. Yes, guys, everybody's description, everyone's link, the network, my chat, my YouTube, the Twitter pages, they're all in the description. Please go subscribe. Hit that like button. Please hit that like. It helps the algorithm get my stuff out there. I know we started off a little bit of a mess here, but now we are moving on a little more smoothly. So let's keep going here, guys.
I said this man can make some noise. I ain't going that far, brother.
Bro, it's just like me watching the dude in college.
So I don't even know what number they're at. Because I'm at number 25, and number 25 for me is going to be Taylor Heineke. I'm just looking at these numbers here, which I don't think he should be 25. But actually, I'm going to switch that. I'm going to put Teddy Bridgewater at number 25. That's what I'm doing. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is going to be at number 25. Only 3,000 yards passing last year, 285 attempts, 66.9% completion rate, which is ranked number 13 in the NFL. He did have 18 touchdowns, was 22nd in the NFL. And he was tied for lowest interceptions with 7 at number 2. But like I said, he only had 285 attempts in the 14 games he played, meaning they didn't pass the ball a lot while he was playing. But anyway, so that's going to be my number 25.
And last year, I feel like he was just steady. He was like, he didn't turn the ball over a lot. He made some hella throws. He got Brandon Cooks to another 1,000 yards receiving. So it's like, he didn't do horrible. I feel like if they do something with that team at least, and the draft that they had this year, they're gonna have a couple dogs over there. So I feel like he can make a little bit of noise.
Yep. So at 20, okay, we're at 24 now, and I got Marcus Mariota because he's going to be Atlanta Falcons quarterback. I got Marcus Mariota at 24. Who you got, Notion?
24. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my man Fields real quick. Yeah, I see Trey Rock said he got my man Justin Fields at 16. Absolutely not. I got way more quarterbacks ahead of Fields. So I'm gonna put Justin Fields here. Was this 25? Or is it 25?
24.
That's 24.
Oh, this 24. Okay. Let me see here. Yep, I got Justin Fields. Throw in Justin Fields right here in this slot.
Tua's going to surprise you of where I got Tua only because if you look at the numbers,
I'm gonna put Tua.
He's
right
top
here.
10 in the criteria that I have,
like
but I don't have him at top 10. I don't even have close
to top 10. They just put it around Tua. He could be a little bit higher. I mean, he got Tyreek Hill, Waddle. He got Gesicki over there. He got some dogs over there. It's just gonna be up to him now. So I feel comfortable putting Tua right here.
Yep. Everybody talked about Justin Fields.
So for number 24, my ranking is number 24. We have Baker Mayfield on 14 games. He's played 14 games. He had a 60.5% completion rate, which was ranked 26 in the NFL. 17 touchdowns, was ranked 23rd. He was tied with 13 interceptions at number 14 on 3,000 yards on 418 attempts. So at 24 for me, you have Baker Mayfield. That's where I have 20. That's where I have at 24.
I have him at 20. No, I don't. Hold on. At 23, I'll tell y'all where I got Justin Fields, but at 23, I got Trey Lance. He's gonna have a bright future as long as Kyle Shanahan's there. So I got him at 23. Who you got, Nelson?
Okay. All right. Real quick, I see my guy Rock. My man said, what'd he say?
Now, looking at numbers right now, because I'm just gonna give away who I have at 23. But if you're looking at pure numbers right now, this should be somewhere where Jalen Hurts should be landing. I'm just letting you know that right now. If you look at pure numbers, this is where Jalen Hurts should be at right now, is around this point right here. Because let's face it, last year, Jalen Hurts, in the 15 games that he played, he had a 61.3% completion rate. He had which ranked 25 out of all 32 quarterbacks that I have listed. He only threw for 16 touchdowns, which ranked 24 out of the 32. He did have 9 interceptions, which is 7th. But let's face it, last year there was a lot of dropped interceptions last year that Jalen Hurts threw. And he threw for 3,144 yards on 432 attempts. I mean, you have guys that played less. Like, let me see here. Played less, and I get it, had less snaps, but they're not off. If they would have played a full season, they would have had more snaps than Jalen Hurts. I mean, you have Justin Fields, who had 287 attempts passing, while you have Jalen Hurts, who played 3 more games than him, have 62 more passing attempts. I mean, you should have Jalen Hurts around this right here, around number 24, 25, 23. All right, this is where you should have him. And then if you want to talk about dropping interception, how about all he would have had 19 throwing touchdowns? 19? I mean, I think there was like maybe 3 touchdowns that were called back, or 4, 20. I mean, again, he still only threw for 3,144 yards. But like I said, I'm not counting the dropped interceptions. I'm just telling you, we could put that in there. Just saying, then we would have to put the what if touchdowns, but those aren't in there. But like I said, for not the sake of anything, but Because if I were to put Taylor Heineke above Jalen Hurts, everyone would lose their shit. I'm not kidding you. If I said, because if you look at the numbers, Taylor Heineke has a 65% completion rate compared to Jalen Hurts's 61.3%, right? And then if you look at touchdowns, Taylor Heineke had 4 more touchdowns. And if you add in the drop touchdowns that Jalen Hurts had, he would have the same number of touchdowns. But I get it. 15 interceptions to Jalen Hurts' 9. Their yards thrown aren't off by much, by about 300 yards. And then their attempts, they're off by 60. So to be honest with you, Taylor Heineke should be, he's going to be at number, because we're at what, 23 right now? Yeah, Taylor Heineke is going to be my number 23 pick.
I said some of my top 32, I got some right, got some wrong. Hey, listen, this is all subjective. So you already know, ain't no right or wrong in this, Rock. You know,
Nope.
we throwing it out there. These are, you know, what we feel about what we saw from the quarterback. So your list is your list, Rock. I'm a rock with it. If you got your boy, is it Fields? You got Fields at 16. Hey, you stick with that, my guy. But I'm gonna put here next. I'm going with Trevor Lawrence here. So what is this? 24?
23.
Yeah,
Yep.
let me go put Trevor Lawrence in this spot here.
Yep.
Yep, right below Justin Fields. So let's get it. Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence at 23 for Notion Gang. Trigger, who you got at 23?
I got the same. I got Trevor Lawrence at 23. I mean, don't bring in Dougie P.
What is up, Bird Gang 31? How's it going? We're only at number 23 here, which I got Taylor Heineke at number 23. So I know we're about an hour in, but I'm going off of what these guys are doing, and then I'm doing mine because a lot of people in the chat were making fun of this with a lot of this stream. So I just wanted to compare what I had to what these guys have and what ultimately you're going to end up having. What is up, 301 Cowboy was 5-6. Who was 5-6? Philly fan D. Jalen Hurts could have had 5 interceptions in the Tampa game. They were all dropped. Thank you. Did I forget to add the network? I'm pretty sure hold on. Did I forget? I don't think I forgot to add the network in here because I'm pretty sure. Oh, hold on. I'm pretty sure I had everything in here. Let me see. Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. Twitter. Boom. My bad. That is my fault. BG31. I forgot to put in the network, but it's in there now. Forgive me. I am completely sorry. I forgot to add in. I guess I missed the not putting in the network. So I was like, what is he talking about? But it's in the network link is also in the description. I've already gave it a shout out and everything. So we're all good. I put it in already. It's up there. It's now linked and should be showing now on the network channel. Coach, I know fans, Dak slide with 14 seconds in the playoff game. Let's keep it real. What does that have to do with the 5 interceptions that Tampa Bay dropped? What is how is that even compared? What's up, Bird Gang 31? All right. I'm not even a Cowboy fan, but I'm not going to make excuse for Jalen Hurts. I'm a diehard take some fan, but let's be honest, he almost had 5 interceptions playoff game against Tampa. Totally don't acknowledge his rushing. Yes, okay. Since you're late to the party, I am not adding in. I am not, and I repeat, I am not adding in any rushing ability. If we're going to keep it on because this is, and I get it, the NFL is evolving, the quarterback position is evolving, and it's better to be dual threat, right? But you have pure pocket passers. And some of these pure pocket passers are even better than these dual threat quarterbacks. So if we're going to keep it straight here, keep it a level playing field, what we're going to do is take out all the rushing, everything for anyone, and keep it a pure pocket quarterback quarterback list. That's what we're doing here. Keeping it pure pocket, and Bird Gang over here says Jalen is number 12, 15th overall at worst. Well, according to my numbers and what he's had, he is not 15th or even 12th overall. And like I said, we are doing this based off of just pure passing. We're not doing it off of let's add rushing and all that stuff in there. I get it. It is a dynamic to their game, but if we're going to keep it all straight here and keep it a level playing field, we're going to take those out and we're going to do it as just pure pocket passing. And that right there is what this quarterback list is ranked off. Just pure passing, no running, no any of that stuff. It's just all passing. Okay. And when it comes to just passing, because that's what the quarterback is a passer, Jalen Hurts is not even in the top 20. He's after the top 20. But let's keep it going.
Over there, I mean, a little bit better offense over there. Maybe he could thrive this year, but I'm not as down on Trevor Lawrence as everybody else is. He was a rookie, just like all those other dudes. I mean, the second year is the year you kind of prove who you're going to be in the NFL. I mean, hopefully he could turn it around because I'm a big fan of Trevor Lawrence.
Yep. So, okay, we're at 22, and I got Justin Fields at 22. As long as the Bears continue to develop, I got Justin Fields at 22. So, notes again, who you got at 22?
So 22. Let's go. I mean, I gotta count him in here for the little bit of the season he did play.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'll put Winston up here, I guess. I'm gonna put Winston up here. I probably should have put
my asses.
I'll give Winston the 22 spot here because I got some quarterbacks definitely better than him. Like, I still ain't put
Then you're not making a quarterback list. You're just making a list of. No, I am making a quarterback list. I am. Because, I mean, look, Tom Brady isn't a runner. He don't take off and run. But yet Tom Brady, where's he at? Had a 67.5% completion rate, 43 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 5,300 yards on 719 attempts. You look at Jalen Hurts, he had a 61.3% completion rate. He had 16 touchdowns. You add in his 10, still don't even touch Tom Brady. Had 9 interceptions. We should also count the maybe lost fumbles or whatever if he had any. Throw that in there. Plus his 700 and whatever yards still makes him at what 30, almost a 4,000 yard total production guy. We should add his rushing attempts with his total of throwing attempts, right? If we were to do that, he still would be he would barely crack the top 20. Barely crack the top 20. So where I have Jalen Hurts next isn't far off, even if you were to add in all that extra criteria. This is a pure passing quarterback type of list. This isn't a dual threat type of list at all. So let's keep it going.
Lance up there, and I think Lance is better than Winston. So I'm going to go ahead and put Winston up here on this list also at 22.
All right. Trigger, who you got at 22?
I got Jameis Winston too. I got Jameis Winston at 22.
Yeah, 22.
I got Jameis Winston. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the reason?
Yeah, I put Jameis up there because because he a hit or miss, man. It's like Jameis could give you 500 and something yards one game, come back and throw like 6 interceptions the next game. So it's like, I mean, it's just
So I'm gonna keep it what I had it. Number 22 for me, and a lot of Eagle fans are gonna shit themselves. But remember, this is based off pure passing. Number 22 is Jalen Hurts. I know a lot of people are going to sit here and say this is crazy, that I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you look at the numbers, Jalen Hurts is right here at number 22. And like I said, if you were to factor in everything that they, all the rushing attempts, the 10 extra touchdowns, the rushing yards, it would still put him under 4,000 yards in total production. It would still put him, just barely above the average, that probably put him in the top 15, top 12 in total touchdowns. Interceptions, fumbles lost, should do, add that in. I don't know if he lost, how many fumbles he lost last year, but he still would have a 61.3% completion rate. And if we added all that in, he'd probably jump up to number 17, 16. So being at number 22 as just a pure passer isn't far off, even with all his other production. So to me, Jalen Hurts, and again, like they said in this live, it's all subjective. In my opinion. Jalen Hurts is number 22 at pure quarterback positions. At the pure quarterback, throwing quarterback.
just too inconsistent for me, man. Like if he could stay steady, I swear he'd be one of the top 15 quarterbacks in the NFL. It's just he get in his own head a lot. So I'm gonna stick him right here.
Yeah. This guy down here is the reason why we're doing this list to begin with. Bird Gang 31. What's up, brothers? I'm at work. I'm gonna try to stop by. Yeah, do it, man, because we're already at 21. We're almost halfway through the list. Thanks to you. So come on in, brothers. Just finish work the list.
You know, we trying to hear we gotta hear your ridiculous takes on some of these quarterbacks, brother. We missing it.
Exactly. So whenever you're ready, BG, come on in. So, all right, at 21, I got Jared Goff at 21. I know he might be a little high, but I had him put him at 21. So, no chicane. Where would you put who's at 21?
So 21, I'm gonna put Lance here. I got Winston on 22. So yeah, I'll go Trey Lance here. I mean,
so you're telling me that Dak Prescott lost 14 fumbles last year? Is that what it is? Jalen Hurts is not at a pure passing. Yes, to me he is. I'm not talking about running. I'm not talking about rushing touchdowns. I'm not talking about the 700 and 60 something yards he had. I'm not adding all them. This is all just pure passing. And to me, Jalen Hurts is number 22. Hey, looking at the numbers, there's quarterbacks in here that I don't even think are going to be where they're ranked. I don't even have them. I don't even have my own quarterback ranked where I think he's going to end up being ranked. I don't even have my own quarterback at that. But I'm going based off of what I have my criteria at. And for me, Jalen Hurts, in my criteria, he's ranked number 22. If you add in the drops, he had over 4,020 touchdowns. Okay, well, we're not adding in the drops. If we're okay, then let's add in the drops for Dak Prescott. Let's add in the drops for Tom Brady. Let's add in the drops for everyone else. And everyone's numbers will go up. Everyone's numbers will go up. You can't do that. Does ball security matter? Well, we're not adding in the fumbles. We're adding it. We're just having interceptions, touchdowns, yards, total yards, the completion percentage, and the number of attempts. That is my criteria. And then I'm also kind of taking into the gameplay that they have. That's the number of games they played or started. Like, you have Lamar Jackson, who's going to be ranked number 21 for me, and he only played 12 games. He had less passing yards than he had less passing yards than Jalen Hurts, but he also played 3 less games and had more passing touchdowns than Jalen Hurts. And I want to say they weren't off by but 50 passing attempts in 3 less games. So for me, number 21 is going to be Lamar Jackson. But let's get back to that's fine with me. They didn't want to put Dak on the top 10, and not because they had a good reason. They just didn't want to do it because he's a Cowboy. I'm sure.
And again, I still think he's kind of, he's still learning his groove there. He's going to get a full opportunity this year, with San Francisco. So, I mean, Lance, I believe he's going to do good things this year. I think he's going to be better than – well, now, actually, I think I got Garoppolo better than my man's right now. But give us some time. Trey Lance will oversee that. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and slide Trey Lance into this 21 spot.
All right. Trey Lance is at 21 for Notre Game. Trigger, who you got at 21? Trigger?
I got Trey Lance too at 21. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Bird gang. You keep saying this, and I understand it, and you can laugh. But how many records have Dak Prescott set? How many times have they compared Dak Prescott and his numbers through a certain amount of games being the best of all time with Tom Brady? How many times? How many times do they do that? Being through 20 games, best quarterback production of all time means absolutely nothing. Means absolutely nothing. That doesn't take into account. I don't take that into account at any point in time. At any point in time. So quarterback has Butterfingers. That doesn't matter. I'm done with this convo. Question, Philly Fan D, how many Cowboy games did you watch last year? Birdie, they're hilarious to fit his argument. Are you talking about my argument? Anyway, let's get back to this. We're gonna be at number 20, or I'm waiting. Let's see what they got.
All right, I got Trey Lance here too. I mean, I feel like in this Kyle Shanahan offense, you don't really have to be
okay. They're at 21.
That guy, but Trey Lance really has everything. He got the arm talent. He got the speed to get. So with the run game, the run scheme that Kyle Shanahan puts out there.
All right. So here's our 21 list so far. For me, it's Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, Davis Mills, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, number 20.
All right, I ain't put him on the list yet, so I got to put him up here somewhere. So I'm gonna put Tua at 20 here. Again, I'm kind of with Trey on this. I mean, he's got now some talent there, with adding Tyreek, and I mean, they're.
And now Jalen is number 1, meaning he's the best as of now. Can only judge on the game. Yeah, and on the games he has played last year. This is as of last year's ranking, right? This is as of last year's ranking. Jalen Hurts. Okay, let's look at this. You want to say he's number 1 all time? Okay, Jalen Hurts last year was 25th in completion rate. It was 61.3. He was ranked 24th in in passing touchdowns. Yeah, he was tied at number 7 with 9 interceptions. He only had 30, which I didn't do. I'll do that later. But he had 3,000. 3,144 yards, which is pretty low. He sits at the bottom of just passing. And then the number of attempts, he's about, 432? That looks like it's around right below average. But, guys, give me a second. We'll come back to this. One of my dogs needs to go outside. So let's go to a commercial break.
To here. Jamie, turn down that damn music. Christ, I can't hear a thing. Come on, Jamie.
Turn that shit off, motherfucker! I was getting changed, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit on TV. I don't want motherfuckers seeing me getting changed,
Turn
you know what I'm
that thing
saying?
off. He's pulling his goalie. You're not fucking care. What the fuck are you doing, J-Rock?
I was getting changed, motherfucker.
Change my ass. You're fucking
you
cranking.
knocking motherfuckers.
That was fucked.
That was a bit fucked.
It wasn't that fucked, you know what I'm saying? I was getting changed. What's going on?
Listen, man, I got some good news for you. Get cleaned up, meet me back at the flea market.
Aight. Peace, bub.
Don't touch me.
You motherfuckers ain't gonna tell nobody that I was getting changed, right?
Christ, no.
All right, we are back. We're back. All right. So let's keep going. Where are we at? We are at number 20. So let's keep going with this list.
Already got, they got a pretty formidable wide receiver group there, so I expect Tua to do some okay things. So I'm gonna put him at 20 right here.
Yep. Trigger?
All right, I'm gonna put Marcus Mariota right here at 20. I still believe in this dude, man. Hey, and it's crazy.
Okay, so for me at number 20, based off numbers, remember this is based. See, this is the Eagle fans. Y'all are very, very emotional when it comes to this. Very, very emotional when it comes to this stuff. Okay, very, very emotional. I am just about the numbers. I'm looking. To be honest with you, just so I wouldn't go through this, I was gonna put Jalen Hurts at number 16, 15, 14, somewhere around there. But in good conscience, looking at the numbers, like I said, 25th in completion percentage, 24th in touchdowns passing. Yes, ranked number 7 with 9 interceptions, but look at the 432 attempts he had, right? And the 3,144 yards, which is, I want to say, in the bottom 10. And then his attempts is below average. So, yes, for me, Jalen Hurts, pure passing is number 22. So we're going to go to number 20, right? Because that's where we're at. For number 20, and y'all are going to make fun, Carson Wentz was 24th in completion percentage, just right under Jalen Hurts, right, with 62.4. But guess what? Carson Wentz had 9 more touchdowns and the same number of interceptions. 400 more passing yards than him, and about 80 more attempts than he did. So for that, Carson Wentz is going to be ranked number 20.
Crazy. And I think it's just a little of me watching him at Oregon. He was my dog at Oregon, bro. I thought he was going to be way better in the league, but I mean, he get his second chance now to start in the NFL, and I feel like he's gonna do good.
No, I'm looking at my list right now. I ain't even got Mariota on my list. So
all right, let's
Mariota like quarterback like number 35 on my list. So he ain't top 30.
Yep. So let's find out where you have him next. Cause I got.
Sorry, I'm gonna switch it up here. I was looking at my number 19 and number 20, and I gotta switch it up. I'm sorry, I gotta switch it up. Jared Goff is gonna be at number 9. Is gonna be at number 20. Jared Goff is gonna be at number 20. He had a 67.2% completion rate, which ranks him in the top 10. He was 21st in touchdowns, which is 19. He did have 8 interceptions, which is 1 more than Carson Wentz. He only had 3,200 yards, which is more than which was he had 32.45, which is 100 yards more than Jalen Hurts, and he had 60 more attempts. But Carson Wentz is going to be my number 19, and I already gave you his numbers. So Carson Wentz is number 19. Jared Goff is 20. Carson Wentz is 19.
Got Jameis Winston at number 19. So who you got at number 19, Nelson?
Philly Jim. Mariota isn't even on my list.
Number 19. Let's see.
19.
All right, so I'm gonna give a slight bit more respect because I know my man Trey Rock, my man Baker didn't clip them earlier. So I'm gonna go put Baker Mayfield right here. This look about right. Yeah, I just like you have a little belief in who was it? Was it Davis Mills?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Baker Mayfield his shoulder injury, all of those challenges he was going through last year. We know Odell put him on blast in the media. Things didn't look as right. They was breaking down all of his missed throws and all of that. Listen, I think Baker Mayfield, I'm gonna give him the pass for last year. I'm gonna put him right here. What is this at? Is this 20?
19.
Or 19, my bad. Okay, yep. I'm gonna put Baker Mayfield right here.
All right, 19 Trigger.
All right, I'm gonna put and it's gonna be kind of hard because it's gonna be two players fighting for the starting spot. I'm gonna have to put Jimmy G right here, man. I'm gonna put Jimmy G right here. I'm gonna put him right here. I feel like Jimmy is he's just a winner in the NFL. Like wherever he goes, he's gonna win. I mean, you see the record, you see the playoff record, everything. He's a winner. I mean, he might not be the most talented quarterback in the NFL, but you put him in there, you can trust him that he's.
All right, we got EC1 in here, another Eagles YouTuber, U-Tuner, then U-Tuner. Gang, you got to stop. You reaching at this point. Got to be, you want more views. Leave our Eagle fans alone. Well, I'm just doing a list comparing their list to mine. That's all I'm doing. I'm not making fun of their list. I'm not doing any of that stuff. But EC1, I just want to let you know, as a pure pocket quarterback, and you need to understand this, pure pocket quarterback, Jalen Hurts is ranked number 22 on my list. And I'm going to give you the reasons why. Jalen Hurts is ranked 25th in completion percentage with 61.3. 24th in touchdowns, passing touchdowns at 16th. Ranked number 7th, tied at 7 with 9. He has 3,144 yards on 432 attempts. And those last two stats are in the bottom tier of the other quarterbacks. Bottom tier. Bottom, at least bottom 10 in both of them. Or the attempts is just below the league average. But yeah, just so you know, EC1, Jalen Hurts is ranked number 22 on my list. EC1, didn't your mom tell you to stay off YouTube? You better watch out before you get privilege taken. I'm 21. My mom doesn't control me, Goofy. Your mom doesn't control you, but didn't you put on YouTube that you put on a video, you sleep well at night, you sleep well at night and you eat, your belly's full all the time. Yes, because your mom cooks you dinner, bro. Your mom makes you your food and she tells you, EC1, come on down, honey, the food's done. We got the meatloaf. It's ready to go for your liking. So let's be real here. You don't bring in the groceries. You sleep in your mom's house on the bed your mom bought you. We know she don't buy you clothes because we already seen your closet and what it looks like, and you got the same wife beater on every day, and then you mix it up from time to time by putting on an Eagles jersey, the same one that your boyfriend Where You Hiding bought you. So you crazy? I buy my food. I'm sure. No, I doubt it. Maybe your takeout, yes, but I'm talking about the food in the fridge. The stuff when your mom goes grocery shopping, I am sure, 100% sure you eat that food as well. I'm 100% sure. You know nothing about me. I didn't say I knew anything. I I don't have to know much about you to know that you still live at home, to know that your mom does the grocery shopping, to know that you probably sleep on the bed your mom bought you. We know, like I said, we know she don't buy you clothes because look at your closet. We've seen the inside of your closet and there's nothing in there. I don't even think you have a dresser in your room. That little 19 screen TV that's actually a computer, I'm sure you got that as a Christmas gift. But, you know, yes, you buy your own stuff. Okay. But anyway, let's get back to this list because I'm trying to hurry up and get done.
Not going to make horrible throws. I mean, he's not going to throw you out of football game. So I'm going to put Jimmy Garoppolo right
here. Yep. Carson Wentz is at number 18 for me.
See, guys, where my list is at, it's not far off from what this. There's a few guys that are a little bit different. So far, we're in the norm. I'm in the norm of where some of these guys are, and it had not. And I tuned in and out to this stream, so I don't even know where they have a lot of these guys ranked because they have Carson Wentz. Some of them got Carson Wentz at 18. I had him at number 19. I mean, it's not far off. Do I even have my 19 already selected? They're at 18 already? I only got to 19. Shit. Hold on. I got 17 there. Oh, yeah, I got my 18.
Yeah,
okay.
Carson Wentz is number 18. Notion where you have at 18.
18, I'm going to go ahead and throw Captain Kirk. Let's go and put Kirk Cousins up in here at 18 because,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, and I respect Kirk Cousins, but I'm looking at my list here. I got quarterbacks ahead of Kirk Cousins. So, yeah, I'm going to throw Kirk Cousins here. Like, I believe Mac Jones is better than Kirk Cousins. I got Tannehill looking a little slightly better than Kirk. So, yeah, I'll put Kirk Cousins right here.
Trigger, who you got at 18?
I got Matt Ryan at 18. I feel like Matt gonna have a good year this year though. Like
So at 18 for me, I got Mac Jones. I got Mac Jones at 18. The reason why I got him at 18, guys, is he played 17 games. He had a 67.6 completion rate, which ranks him 8th out of all quarterbacks. He had 22 touchdowns, which puts him at 15th. He's tied for 14th in interceptions with 13. He had 3,800 yards, 3,801 on 521 attempts. That's a lot of attempts to have less than 4,000 yards. So for me, that's why he's at number 18.
He's in a more formidable offense. I mean, where he don't have to shoulder the load. They got a beast back there in the backfield by the name of Jonathan Taylor. And I mean, he just Frank Reich gonna dial that offense up to where he don't have that much pressure on him. So I feel like I'm gonna sit Matt Ryan right there.
Yep. Okay. I got Matt Ryan at number 17. I got him at number 17. Notion, who you got at 17?
I completely forgot a whole ass quarterback. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to dial this down. 18. We're going to dial this back. 18. I forgot a whole ass quarterback that I passed up. 18. We are going to have Tua at number 18. 13 games played, 67.8% completion rate, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 2,653 yards, 388 attempts. Now, he did only play 13 games. He didn't start. So, and then they went on a big old 9-game win streak. So, there's a four ranking difference between him and Jalen Hurts. Even though I'm looking at it right now, I probably should switch to 2. But no, we're going to keep it the way it is. We're going to keep it at 18, Tua at 22, and it's not much of a difference. Like I said, we're going to revise this, and I'm going to do this actually correct later on. This is just what I got right now. I'm pretty sure Tua's going to fall back because I don't know how I skipped over Tua. I have no idea how I skipped over Tua, but I ended up skipping over Tua. So 18 for me at this point is just going to be Tua.
Yes, this is probably where I throw. Yeah, because I think Tannehill's better than. I'm gonna put Ryan.
Philly Jim, like I said, I skipped over Tua, and I'm not going to go all the way back to number 22, and put in Jalen Hurts. I'm not going to push everyone back down. So, like I said, this is going to be revised when I have more time to do this, and I'm not so tired and trying to do this last minute. There's going to be a revision on this, and I'm sure Tua's going to fall all the way back into the 20s, and Jalen Hurts is going to move up a couple of spots. But as of right now, this is where the list takes a little bit of a diss right here. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you I jacked up a little bit right here because I completely skipped over Tua, and I have no idea how I did that. And that's my fault. But I'm not going to go back. So right now, Tua is number 18, and then we're going to keep it moving.
I'm going to put Matt Ryan right over here. But I'm kind of on the opposite side here with with Trey on this. I honestly think that Matt Ryan about to make these Colts look sorrier than they were this past year. I think they're really going in the wrong direction, honestly. I think they're going to be like, what were we thinking? Getting rid of Carson, picking up Matt Ryan. If we're talking about anybody that's washed or looking like laundry detergent, I've been saying it for the longest. Matt Ryan, I mean, look, yeah, he's going to give you the stats. He's going to give you certain pass yards and all of that, but you could just see the decline in Matt Ryan, and I don't think he's going to be taking the Colts, fellas.
Yep. Trigger, who you got at number 17?
I got Mac Jones right here.
Yep, that's where I have Mac Jones at 17.
I got Mac Jones right here.
That's where I have Mac Jones at 17 right here. And I already gave you his number, so let's keep it all moving and let's see where they got for 16.
I could have put him lower, but he made the playoffs. I'm going to give him that much. He made the playoffs, and he was the number 1 seed. So I got Ryan Tannehill at number 16. Notion.
At number 16 for me.
Who you got at number 16?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you on this one, Cool Cat. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put Tannehill right here also. Again, I mean, we know that he was on a run dominant team. Derrick Henry saved a lot of his deficiencies. So, but at the end of the day, he still did, like Jimmy G. Look, he took his team to the playoffs. Had a decent run, unexpected in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm gonna throw Tannehill. I'll throw him right here.
Yep. Trigger, who you got at number 16?
Hold on. Jalen freaking Hurts.
Okay, number 16 for me, I'm going to have Jimmy G. He had a 68.3% completion rate, which makes him 6th overall in the NFL. 20 touchdowns, which ranks him number 18. He did have 12 interceptions. That puts him at number 11. He did have 3,810 yards on 441 attempts. So for me, number 16 is going to be Jimmy Garoppolo.
There you go. Okay.
I got him, Matt. Go ahead.
Top 10, top 5 type quarterback.
Before I tell you where I got Jalen Hurts, Big Play said, so I heard Notion Gang said.
I think we already know what Kirk Cousins is. Hey, look, y'all can slight me for that all y'all want. But yes, I got Mac Jones being better than Kirk Cousins. Absolutely.
Yep. So now we're at the top 15, you guys. And speaking of Jalen freaking Hurts, I got him at number 15. I got Jalen Hurts at a respectable 15. So to all you Jalen Hurts people saying, oh, where you got Jalen Hurts? He's at 15 respectfully. I'm not putting him high. I'm not putting him.
So at number 15, I have Matt Ryan. At number 15. And I'm sorry for the slide, like the loss of train thought. I just got a text message. Someone asked, which I didn't want to be done, asked if they asked Brunson if he could unblock me because he blocked me on Twitter. And his response is, if I have you blocked on Twitter, it simply means you're a clown. I don't do circus activity. # sorry. Well, I didn't ask for Brunson to unblock me. I didn't want it to be unblocked. But let's be real here. He did not block me because I'm a quote unquote circus or I'm a clown. he blocked me because I did a hate week on him. And I hurt his feelings. And he called me because we had each other's phone number. He called me on the phone and told me that he would slap me if he saw me. But guys, we're going to take a quick break. I completely forgot my dog was outside, so I will be right back.
See here. Jamie, turn down that damn music. Christ, I can't hear a thing. Come on, Jamie.
Turn that shit off, motherfucker! I was getting changed, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit on TV. I don't want motherfuckers seeing me getting changed,
Turn
you know what
that
I'm
thing
saying?
off. He's pulling his goalie.
You're up fucking care. What the fuck are you doing, J-Rock?
I was getting changed, motherfucker.
Change my ass. You're fucking
nut
cranking it.
knocking motherfuckers.
That was fucked.
That was a bit fucked.
It wasn't that fucked, you know what I'm saying? I was getting changed. What's going on?
Listen, man, I got some good news for you. Get cleaned up, meet me back at the flea market.
Aight. Peace, bub.
Don't touch me.
You motherfuckers ain't gonna tell nobody that I was getting changed, right?
Christ, no.
Violence is not the. I know violence is not the answer. I just found it funny that he would tweet that because someone asked him to unblock me, which I never asked, and he said, and what the tweet was he asked Brunson. He said, "Hey, Boyz4Life wants to know if you're gonna unblock him," which I never asked him to unblock me. I just every time they retweet Brunson stuff, I want to know what they say because they make fun of him, right? Because he's the clown. I get it. He has the big numbers and all that stuff. He's trying to be a rapper and all that kind of stuff. But let's face it, half the shit he says holds no weight, holds no water. He's the biggest homer. He talks the Eagles up every single year, and then when they shit the bed, he's over there still trying to hype them up and still, trying to keep his fan base happy. So, it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. I don't lose no sleep over it. I simply don't care, which is why, we have some of these clips of the things he says, because let's face it. I get it. I'm the troll channel here. I make fun. I poke fun. I talk shit, and I do it for everyone. So, to be honest with you guys, I'm gonna end the stream here, and we're gonna do the top 50. We're gonna do the top 50. The rest tomorrow, unless y'all want me to just keep this up, because I got to go look for baby formula right now, and it's going to take a minute. Unless we just keep this up in the chat. We keep this up and let the chat keep going, and when I come back, I can finish this. It's up to y'all what y'all want to do, but this will be up. I'll probably be gone for about an hour or so trying to find baby formula before Walmart closes. So y'all let me know as I'm going into the top 14, because I already did my number 15, and that was Matt Ryan. So y'all let me know what y'all want. Y'all want to finish this tomorrow? Y'all want to and probably tomorrow I will have more of an opportunity to redo this and actually get a better list. But I can finish the list today. It'll be later tonight, and then tomorrow I can go back and do the quarterback list and kind of revise it. So you can keep it up if you want. I'm going to come back and do this. I'm going to come back and finish it tomorrow, because I'm kind of thinking about keeping it up. I'm not sure. I'm going to be gone for about an hour. I'm sure once I come back, people will start to come back, but it's up to y'all. What, go handle your business, and it's always going to be, yeah, no, I get it. But if y'all want to hang out, watch, do what y'all want to do, and then come back when I come back, it's no big deal. But I already told y'all number 15, but whenever family comes first, second, and third, yes, I got you. Come back on later. All right, we'll just come back on later. What we're going to do is keep this up. I'm going to remove myself. Yes, AK Live is tomorrow, and then I'm probably going to do another stream. I'm going to do me and AK's Live tomorrow, and then I'm going to do a stream right after on my own. So, guys, come back. I'm going to remove myself from the stream. Remove. Hold on. Sorry, I had me on mute. I'll be back in a little bit, guys. I gotta go look for this formula. Walmart closes in about an hour and 30 minutes, so I will be back in a little while. Okay, guys, just hang tight for me real quick. I'll be back later. But I'm gonna keep this up, so if y'all want to be in the chat and come in and out to see when I'm back, y'all are more than welcome to do so. But I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back, but it seems like we're probably not going to have really anyone come back on the stream. So what's going to end up happening is I will revise or I will edit the title of this, and then what I'll end up doing is, because I can't do it now. Oh, yes, I can. What is it? 32 through 16 or 15, excuse me. Boom. 32 through 16. 32 through 16. 32 through 16. Oop, no, we did 15, not 16, people. We did 15. We did 15. So I know people aren't going to be coming back. I got no one watching me right now. But it's A-okay. Not a big deal. I appreciate everyone that did stop by for coming in. We are going to finish this mañana. So with that being said, guys, I'm waiting for this stuff to be saved. I don't even know if it did save. Anyways, it's not a big deal. But guys, we will finish this tomorrow, number 14 through 1. What's going to end up happening is I'm probably going to redo this. Which I'll explain tomorrow. I'm going to redo this so that way I can have a more accurate, a better rating for everyone. I mean, essentially 32 through 15 is going to stick. There may be a couple of people who get pushed up and a couple people who get pushed back. It just all depends on what happens. I got to look at where each person is ranked. Sorry for that, guys. I got to see where each person is ranked as far as yards passing. I'm kind of guesstimating at this point. Guys, I'm going to head on out of here, and I appreciate everyone that did stop by. But guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I have never in my life felt so uncomfortable. Jesus Christ.